I was a wide receiver back in my football days. I did it in high school. I did it in college, and man, did I love it! I love it. And the two things I loved the most about it, I love the game especially, but the two things I loved the most was running the post route and the fade route. And all right, let me get into Coach Ray for a little bit, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about how to run this route. All right, so you want to start off the same way when you're on the line of scrimmage. Start off the same way, where when the ball snaps, you run it hard, you run it fast, about 100% speed towards your defender, and you want to try to step on the defender's toes. You want to try to eat their cushion, is what we called it, right? And depending on what position that defender is, whether they're inside leverage or outside leverage compared to you, the goal is to try to turn their hips outward. So you want to lean your whole self as you're stemming towards the defender. You want to lean your body towards the outside and try to turn your hips to the outside. And if you're running a fade route, then you just keep on going down the numbers, down the hash, but just making sure you have enough sideline to catch the football, right? So you don't catch the football while you're out of bounds. But if you're running a post route, if you're about 10, 12, 15 yards down from the line of scrimmage, you want to stick or you want to plant on your outside leg and then make a change your direction towards the goal post, because that's why it's called a post, and continue down your route. But, we're not just talking about the mechanics of running a route. I mean, that's part of being a good wide receiver. The next step is to catch the ball, is to look for the ball while it's in the air. And that's where we're going to pick up from this rest of the talking as we continue down the road here. So that is the important action, is to go get the footballs, to catch the football while it's in the air. Now, we all as in wide receivers, desire the ball to be perfect. And by perfect, I mean catching the ball over my shoulder in stride, and I'm just going down the sideline or going down the field into the end zone. But let's be real, y'all. That doesn't happen all the time. I mean, even in the pros, that doesn't happen 100% of the time. So typically, we just have to adjust ourselves to the ball, wherever it is in the air, and a lot of times jump up and go get the ball at its highest point. So what that means is, as wideouts, we have to take the initiative to go get the ball in the air so that we can advance the play. And more specifically, not let the defender, the one who's guarding us, stop us from making that play. And man, I love these moments. These moments are just so fun. They give me so much excitement and so much just energy to have it called and to run it and to make that play, because you get to, show off your hops. For some of the Randy Moss fans out there, or what mossing is, you get to moss your defender, catch the ball over the defender. It's just kind of all fun stuff. But also, the biggest thing here is that you get a chance to help your team in advance by moving the ball down the field and even scoring a touchdown as well. So I want to make sure that we transition this into real life, right? To other areas of life that we all experience. We have to see within ourselves to adjust our position and catch the ball at its highest point. And what I mean by that is we need to adjust our position in life, whether it is our mindset, our attitude, our environment, and even just our heart, if we want to achieve our goals. Those things need to be positioned in life, adjusted in life if we want to achieve our goals. And then we have to take the initiative to go get it, like to really go get it. Here's an example of me at work right now, okay? One of my goals is to be the best person that is developing leaders and teams. And that's the goal for me. That's the ball in the air that I'm looking to grab right now. Now, I need to be sure that I have a plan and work it accordingly so that I can achieve that goal, whether it is getting more education or understanding organizational strategies and even just building relationships with people around me. But the important piece here is to execute to get to that goal, which means that I better be producing quality leaders and having effective teams that are meeting the organizational objectives. And I have to build my own knowledge and awareness to seize the moments to take action and secure that goal, secure that bag. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to make the most of every opportunity to align myself to reach that particular goal. But then on the flip side of that, right? Let's just say I set this goal for myself to be the best developer of people and teams. And I just sat back. I just sat back and thought naturally that it's going to come to me. It's going to happen. And I don't need to really do much because I already said it out loud. I said, people, hey, I want to be the best person that's doing this type of work. I will be foolish and I feel some type of way if I see somebody else achieving the same opportunities and excelling in those same opportunities and making progress towards their goals because they're actually taking action. They're actually moving forward and doing the things that they need to do while I just sit back and be complacent or sit back and just let's think that things will naturally come to me because I said it out loud. And that's not something that I'm wanting to do. I need to change that mindset and flip it around and say, I will do what I need to do to take the initiative. Now, don't hear this and think that it's everybody against me. All right. Because that's not the case. Or think that everyone that I see is in competition and they're out to get me. That's not this type of talk. And that's not the conversation we're having today. That's the episode for another day. Okay. What I want to get at is that we need to adjust our position and take the initiative to reach our goals. We set off on this path towards our goals and the things that we want to succeed in. And sometimes we need to set up our route to plan and make sure that our objectives align to that plan. But then we need to continue to think that it's more than just thinking that our plan is going to get us there, right? We have to also execute in that plan and not have the perspective that things are just automatically going to happen to us and because we're at the right place at the right time. Like some folks that might happen, but that's not going to happen for the majority of us. That's not how life works. All right. There are moments where our plan to execute means that we need to take the initiative and make the play. We need to do what needs to be done in order for our plans and goals to meet success. And we need to consider that we're going to be the only ones to make it happen. That's the mentality that we need to have, is that it's on me in order for me to meet that goal. And sure, there may be other people out there who can help us get us there, 60, 70, 80% of the way there. But it is on me to reach that full 100%. Nobody's going to push that to get to 100%. We can't expect other people to do the work for us to reach our goals and the things that we want to succeed in. And, I'm not going to lie. I kind of had this mentality after I graduated college 5-6 years ago. 5, 6. Yeah. About, we'll just say 5-6 years ago. A while ago, after I graduated college, I had this slight mentality thinking that, the plans that were placing the plans that people made for me were in position for me to be successful, which is partly true. And I knew I needed to put in some of the work that wasn't foreign to me. I knew that concept, but there's a difference between doing the minimum and excelling. And if I wanted to excel, I had to do more and step into those gaps that maybe nobody was stepping into, or that I saw that as an opportunity for me to excel and to shine and to show my skill sets and show my craft. And I had to step into those spaces that aligned to my goals and seize the moment and take the initiative to reach that, which required me to be clear on what I wanted, to build the awareness and understand the surroundings that I was involved in, and then finally seek these opportunities out there to take the initiative and take action. So that's what I want to tell you all today, is that you need to build your awareness. You need to know what it is that you want to and strive towards that, and seek opportunities that will progress you towards your goals. And then finally, take that initiative to go up and go get it. Go up, get up, go up and get that football and execute. But before we end all this, I just want to make sure that I stated this particular point here, is that sometimes you may do all the right things. You may run the right route. You may be getting in a good position. You make that stick. You can go continue down your path, and then you drop the ball, right? You jump up, you go get it, and you drop it. You don't make the catch. You don't make the play. And there are a number of factors that could happen, right? Like, on the field, the defender might be just as good or even better. and that's a competition you got to deal with. Or sometimes you may just lack concentration, or you have a slight fear that you can't make the play, or you jump too early, or you just flat out drop it. Trust me, it happens. It happens. It happens to me. It happened to me many a times. It happens to us all the time. Okay. First thing I just wanted to state to you is that you are not your failures. You're not the amount of footballs you drop, or the plays that you miss, or the goals that you don't reach that you set for yourself or others set for you. The failures or the ability to not achieve those things do not tie to your identity. Those are not all that you are, and it's okay. The key thing here is that you bounce back from those situations, you bounce back from those moments, and then you make the most of the next opportunity that comes your way. And the best way to come back from those types of things is to reflect on those moments on that moment where you didn't make the play, where you didn't reach your goals. What happened? What went wrong in your plan that you created for yourself? Is it just a lack of focus, concentration, not the right environment? Your head wasn't in the right space, whatever that may be. And then another way that can help you in that space is to, once you identify what that area is that you can get better in, is to work on that piece so that you could be ready next time. And that could mean just practicing more, or studying more, or even going to finding a coach, just anybody who can help support you and gain that type of experience for you to then take the next step to next level. So that when that opportunity does come, where you realize where you failed, you realize where you could do better, you have somebody who's walking to you and helping you get better, and then the opportunity does arise, you will be ready. You'll be ready to execute, you'll be ready to excel and reach that goal that you are striving towards. So my challenge to you is to run your routes, adjust your position, and make the play. We need to move 100% towards our goals and not be afraid to fail or succeed. Don't wait for anybody else to give it to you. Nobody's going to hand it to you. The situation will never be perfect. Jump up and go get that ball. Go get that goal that you strive for, that the things that you want to secure that bag. So this week, I just want you to identify one action that you will take to make a play towards your goals, and let me know what you did.